First, let me say it was some sacrifice. There ain't much I won't change to be with you. But I gotta say, you're asking me for something I'm not sure that I could ever do. I'll cut my hair and go to church on Sunday. I'll join the gym and try to stay real lean. But if I could ask for one small favor, I've gotta have some bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. That's how a country boy survives. So baby, don't be mean. I'll cut back on the burgers, make vegetables routine. Well, I've gotta have some bacon in my beans. Well, I know it would help my circulation. Hogs cross country would be glad. But beans without some salt, grease of some kind, only be described as really bad. Well, I know it's against your constitution. Honey, you think that it's obscene. But I can't help the way my mama raised me. I've gotta have some bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. That's how a country boy survives. So baby, don't be mean. I'll cut back on the burgers, make vegetables routine. Well, I gotta have some bacon in my beans. Well, you know I really love your vegan smoothies. All the milk and raisin bran's just fine. I'll even eat your spinach quiche for breakfast. And your tofu lasagna with red wine. Well, I know you're looking out for my best interests, but honey, there just ain't no in between. I promise you, you never have to eat 'em. Well, I gotta have some bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. It's how a country boy survives. So baby, don't be mean. I'll cut back on the burgers, make vegetables routine. Well, I gotta have some bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. Bacon in my beans. Pinto white, red, or Canadian, honey, especially green. I'll cut back on the burgers, make vegetables routine. Well, I gotta have some bacon in my beans. I gotta have some bacon in my beans. There we go. Bacon in my beans. That song is by Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, okay? If you haven't seen them out there, look them up. I'm sure you'll love them. You won't get a chance to see them. Well, maybe if you go to the Bluegrass Festival that they have in Ohio, you might get a chance to see them. But they have retired from touring around, okay? Just this last year. So, Joe Mullins and Radio Ramblers, that's who that song is by. But that's not who I'm sharing with you today. A little bit of Joe, but I am sharing with you somebody else I heard growing up back in the 70s. And God bless her soul, she's still with us today. Donna Fargo. Now, you know, when you heard songs like I'm the Happiest Girl in the Whole USA and Funny Face, and you heard those songs back then, you're like, wow, man, that's so cool. And then to find out that she wrote those songs herself, and then to see that she was, went to school at USC, and the fact that she was an English teacher in Covina and the head of the English department at the school in Covina before she started singing, or at the same time she was singing and working on her career. And so, that's who I'm sharing with you today. It'll be a playlist of songs that she's done, okay? Donna Fargo. All right, let's go ahead and move it along here. Here we go. Something Del McCurry would say, how about this one? Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. And everybody tells me that I am not the same. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. Since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Since I met you, baby, well, I'm a happy man. Since I met you, baby, well, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. I'm gonna try to please you every way I can. I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. Yeah, there we go. Since I met you, baby. You know, a few weeks back, I always get these little things, sometimes little notifications or, comments, because I always leave the comment section open. I don't think I've ever, and I can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've ever shared a video where I turned the comments off. Because I thought to myself, or made it where you can't comment. Because I thought, well, if somebody wants to say something, I should give them the right to say something if they want to say something. And sometimes they'll come in and they'll grab a song that I've covered and they'll go, song way too fast. That's all they say. When you look at their channel, nothing off or from their viewpoint or anything like that. So, but I thought, I usually just shine it on and go on. Sometimes I feel like saying something and I'm like, nah, I'm not going to say nothing because it's their right to have an opinion sung too fast. One time I did a song years ago. Somebody goes, it's just way too fast. Have you not ever heard the album? It's like, yes, I've heard the album. But the thing is I'm not that person. I'm me. But you know what? For the sake of argument, I thought I've heard Elvis's original recording of this song. And I only heard it the one time, and probably the time he recorded it for the album. I don't even think he did it live, and I think I read where he did it live one time, and he didn't remember the lyrics, and he asked for the lyric sheet. It was his last hit song. So, in sake of the argument, you guys have heard me do it several times, but I'm going to slow it down. And I'm going to think about how he did it on the album, and I'm going to go, well, it's hard to be a gambler betting on a number. It changes every time. When you think you're going to win, patience giving in. Strangers all you find. Well, it's hard to figure out, but she's all about, but she's woman through and through. She's a complicated lady, the color of my baby, moody blue. Oh, moody blue. Tell me who am I talking to? You're like a night and day, and it's hard to see. say which one is you. Whoa, moody blue, tell me who I'm talking to. I keep my hanging on, trying to learn the song, but I never do. Well, Monday, cause it's Tuesday, cause it's Wednesday. Another day again. A personality, a wise is like a ball of twine. A school that never ends. Just when I think I knew her well, her emotions reveal she's not the person that I thought I knew. She's a complicated lady, so cover my baby, moody blue. Whoa, moody blue, tell me who am I talking to? You're like a night and day, and it's hard to say which one is you. Whoa, moody blue, tell me am I getting through? I keep my hanging on, trying to learn the song, but I never do. Whoa, moody blue, tell me am I getting through? I keep my hanging on, trying to learn the song, but I never do. Yeah, there we go. Moody Blue. I think that's close to the tempo he took it on that album. I'm up here like this. I'm like, you guys have heard me, right? We're the time to be a gambler, betting on a number. Anyways, forget it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I remember watching the Honky Tonk Man, and when the guy was giving Clint Eastwood a hard time about having the kid drive, and they watched Clint Eastwood, the officer, he watched Clint Eastwood drive for a little bit. He pulls up, he goes, let the boy drive. It's probably one of the funniest moments in the movie. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me today for the opening act. All right. And I know you guys are going to love Donna Fargo. If you guys don't remember Donna Fargo, or some of you younger people who have never heard of Donna Fargo, you're in for a treat. All right. God bless you all. Vagonios. Good night. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.